exciting talks that was presented before this session. I am going to present how as the industry we can contribute for the climate change mitigation and also for the development of youth as well as tourism development. So in my slide we are trying to briefly explain how this new first of its kind in the world Assam Bio Ethanol Pvt, where from bamboo we are making fuel-grade ethanol that will be used for transportation, that will ultimately help to mitigate pollution, and also ethanol, this is carbon negative in nature. This can be used as a starting material for many other useful industrial chemicals. So to start with the slides, and request so let us introduce what Assam Bio Ethanol Pvt is. It is the first of its kind joint venture between a public sector company called Nath. I am quite sure you are quite aware of it, and a Finland-based company, Pvt, and eventually a technology provider, Campolis. They joined hands for making this first of its kind industry, and from where we are using bamboo as the sole feedstock. So this site, it is almost 25 kilometers from this location, and we have already started our production from last before 1 month. So in this we are making 5 products from bamboo. All those products are sustainable. The first one is ethanol to be used as a transportation fuel. Then in the process of making ethanol, we are also getting peripheral acetic acid, liquid carbon dioxide, which is of food grade, and green power. Whatever is left after processing, that we are burning for making electricity. So our journey started long back in 2014, and from there, after signing and doing all the modalities and signing all those agreements, now we have finally inaugurated our plant in last September. So bamboo as such, those with chemistry background or little bit of understanding are quite aware that bamboo is actually a mix of 3 chemicals, mainly cellulose, hemicellulose, and lignin. Cellulose is the most major part of it constitutes a major fraction, almost 40 to 50%. Then there is hemicellulose and there is lignin. So in our factory we are making use of all these 3 major chemicals, and we are making value-added products for industrial, relevant, and useful products. From cellulose we are making ethanol and liquid carbon dioxide. From hemicellulose fraction we are getting furfuran, which is a very much costly industrial solvent. Acetic acid we are getting from hemicellulose, and lastly from lignin we are getting green energy, electricity. So I will not go much into the detail of the whole process, but ultimately you can see there are various steps where from bamboo as a starting chemical, where we are adding different other chemicals, and finally we are getting 5 products which are carbon negative in nature and they are sustainable. So these are some of the milestones that the whole project is almost 5,000 crore project that is ready to be starting, and in this project almost 30,000 to 40,000 farmers will be engaged directly, because they can supply their homegrown or farm-grown bamboo directly to the plant, and they can earn an extra livelihood out of it. So those who are from far-flung areas and those from different states, I have some photograph of my plant. So this is the raw bamboo handling area wherein we collect bamboo from different districts and different states. We collect bamboo from 4 neighboring states: Assam, Meghalaya, Nagaland, and Arunachal Pradesh. And from all those places from the farmers the bamboo what is being collected after pre-processing, after reducing it to some small size chips, we store it in that dome separate structure, and from there we feed it to our this reactors. And this is the fractionation wherein we disintegrate bamboo into different constituent chemicals. Next comes the washing section. After chemical treatment, we need to remove those chemicals so that subsequent processes can be done. And in this washing section, it is after that comes the hydrolysis section, wherein from cellulose we are making glucose. So again, little bit of chemistry here. Cellulose is a polymeric form of glucose. So we need to break down cellulose into smaller fractions glucose, and glucose can be converted to ethanol by our conventional fermentation process. So next comes the fermentation section. After this, we get ethanol, and this ethanol actually very much diluted in nature, and for ethanol to be of well-grade in nature, we have to make it concentrate it. So there is a section where it is concentrated to 99.5, 99.7%. Ultimately, this can be used as a fuel. So this evaporation again, the chemicals whatever being used that need to be recovered and reused, because that way you can reduce the cost, and again you can reuse those chemicals. So these are the different parts. I will not go much into the details of this case. This is a protocol of CSP where electricity is made, and these are the things after making ethanol we store in this tanks, and from here we use it as per the government methods. These are other product tanks. So this is a photo of the first consignment of ethanol that was sent to Mulligan refinery for to be mixed petrol. So now we are coming to the area of bamboo supply chain, and very those societal aspects what we commented. We are closely working with the farmers communities, and which is ultimately helping to develop the youth. Also, it is helping to orchestrate the ecotourism aspects in Assam as well as the northeastern states. So, bamboo, as many of us are, let me start with this slide. One of the previous videos also slide like this. So, this is data from the this international observatory, wherein they record the percentage or amount of carbon dioxide and the temperature, ambient temperature they record, and this shows an increasing trend, and this might be due to anthropogenic activities as well as say industrial emissions and all these things, or maybe this is not directly linked to industrial aspects, but this is a truth, and there are harmful impacts of this increasing trends. What is this global this water level is increasing day by day. Those coastal areas, they are at the forefront of this kind of risk, because they will become immersed in seawater very soon. So to address this kind of calamities, to mitigate this kind of calamities throughout the world, different projects or activities of industrial development is being done. So this is a global atlas of biodiversity, wherein they are using biological material for development of fuel, because we are well aware that without fuel we cannot expect a life what we are living today. So it is essential, but at the same time it will be very good, because if we can make those fuel from organically or from living things, so their biodiversity comes in. So this is again an outcome of the government of India's some policy changes which they did in 2018. As per this national biofuel policy, government made some mandated with petrol or with transportation fuel, some amount of biofuel need to be mixed. As on date, we are aware in petrol pumps, you can see that 10% petrol is blended. And again, we are aware of those new vehicles where this flex fuel aspect is there. So this all are outcome of this policy. So I have been repeating this thing that we are using bamboo as a feedstock for refinery. Why bamboo? Because it is very much profusely available in this corner of the country. In fact, all those seven sisters we call it, bamboo is found in a very very huge amount, and there are so many species available. So we can make economic use of bamboo. And so this is again a repetition of my previous slide that whatever the chemicals are there, we will take use of this. Then this is the availability data. This is from Forest Survey of India report. They publish every 2 years. We keep track of this record so that we can keep track of our data so that whether we are assessing the population in the right way or not. So it shows that all those 7 states of India, they are very much rich in bamboo population, and we are trying to make best possible use of those resources. So these are some of the species just to answer queries from the youth and all the people present here. What are the species that is useful for this process? We are prioritizing some 7 species, and this list is not that much exhaustive. Bamboo as such, it has all those 3 components, cellulose, lignin. So any bamboo species is useful provided it gives a handsome return on farming. So these are the species which we prioritize. And this is the sourcing area. We are covering 4 states, 18 districts in Assam, 4 districts in Arunachal Pradesh, 5 districts in Nagaland, and 1 from Meghalaya. So this is a supply chain wherein we are including the farmers directly into our system. Because traditionally what happens, raw materials from far farming areas comes through one intermediary who ultimately gains the maximum profit out of that supply. But in our case, we are including those growers or farmers who ultimately grows those things. I mean to say bamboo. So all the farmers becomes member in our supply chain software solution. They get to know all the transactions. We may handle it. We also have development software solution wherein they can keep track of their transaction. How much of, say, in terms of metric ton, how much of metric ton of bamboo they have supplied to buyer by trade, how much money they got out of that supply. If there is any pending transaction, so everything can be monitored. So this is the skeleton of that supply to software solution. So in addition to direct sourcing of bamboo, those who are aware, you know that bamboo, it comes in a whole kind of format. But when we want to use this in the industry, we need to size it, we need to cut it to smaller format. So for that, in order to increase the employment number that can be generated out of this process, we have kept some smaller decentralized pre-processing unit in different states. How this pre-processing unit looks like this. It will have one weighing bridge where one truck can, it can go on and it can weigh how much bamboo the farmer is bringing, and it will have a chipping machine, and it will have a bamboo chipping facility where it protects the bamboo chips from rain. So as on date we have identified this. As on date we have identified 24 such locations wherein in each of those units at least 14 to 15 numbers of local youth and people can be engaged. That I mean to say they are getting employment out of it in those units. So now we are using bamboo which is naturally grown, and we are consuming it in a huge amount. So we also have to make sure that this supply chain is sustainable, and the resources it keeps coming to our industry. So we have made one biomass sustainable soil and model wherein this plantation aspect, plantation management, resource sourcing, there are some sustainable strategies how it should be harvested scientifically so that it keeps growing. And bamboo actually is a perennial crop. Once planted, it keeps growing for 50 to 60 years. That means if I plant a clump of bamboo, it will keep yielding throughout my lifetime. So that is the advantage. From the farmer's perspective also this is very useful because you need to spend only once in your lifetime and you get the yield out of it throughout your life. So this is a very promising aspect from from the developing nation point of view or nation like us, where agriculture is one of the primitive form or primary form of income. So along with this principle of sustainability, we also have worked out how to reduce those risk aspects, like use of harmful chemicals if it is being done, should we avoid, how to avoid, and how we can maintain that ecological balance. Like I showed one of my slides that we are using multiple species. If we use only one species, that means that species is going to be extinct very soon because we are harvesting in a very huge amount. But if we maintain it, if we include a different number of species, that means all species gets to live. And in our plantation management program also we are including all those species so that this the forest can be rewilded. We are reintroducing those these other species. So these are just some photographs where we are trying to show how we are working closely with the communities, how we are training them, and in fact we are also trying to provide them with quality planting material, which is a very important factor, a very important component in farming aspect. Because if we are not having suitable or highly variety of seeds or saplings, you cannot expect a bigger return. So we are helping the farmers in regard to this. We have taken up different projects in collaboration with Government of Assam, where we are providing farmers with 60 lakhs of highly variety of bamboo saplings, and that will be given free of cost to the farmers. Project is going on, and we are also closely working with very different NGOs, farmer producer groups, as well as self-help groups. So this is one slide where I am trying to show how bamboo can be cultivated in a commercial aspect. Many of those who are from this region are very much aware that bamboo actually is, we can readily find bamboo everywhere, but we do not cultivate bamboo commercially. And when as an industry we advise people or farmers to adopt bamboo as an energy plantation, we try to tell them how bamboo is a very useful tool for sustainable development as well as to add as an extra income source. So these are some photographs. This is a yield chart, a farmer or say tea garden. The plantation industry and government has allowed 5% of their land for organic cropping. So bamboo is very suitable crop. If anybody want to do bamboo farming or bamboo as a commercial or energy farming, he would love to know that what is the yield he is going to expect. So this slide shows that after plantation from the 4th year, you are getting 50 ton of harvestable yield of bamboo, and if you are getting rupees 2,000 or so per ton, you are earning 1 lakh or 1.2 lakh rupees from the 4th year onwards. And when bamboo reaches, it is 9 or 10 years old, you will get 100 ton per hectare per year. That means 100 into 2,000 rupees per year you are getting. So this is a very good income from the farmer's perspective. So I just mentioned that we are also working in different projects where we are providing good quality, good yielding bamboo saplings. So this is some photographs. We currently have only 3 of them. Each of this nursery is of 5 hectare area. So total 60 lakhs bamboo sapling we are going to make out of it, and all those 60 lakhs sapling we are going to be free of cost to the farmers or anybody who is interested. So overall, from this biorefinery, how we are going to contribute for socio-environmental aspects, we can say that when there is no economic use, where there is no industrial use, where from bamboo people cannot earn anything. Bamboo was being burnt because they wanted to do some alternative profit. But with our industry, this 10,000 hectare land area, from where we are going to source our bamboo resource, that is being protected because farmers are preserving those land areas. And what is the benefit out of it? Bamboo is one of the, or I can say the highest, carbon sequestering plants. It grows very fast and it captures carbon dioxide from the environment. So ultimately, our environment is, bamboo reduces CO2 from our environment. What is the number? What is the amount of carbon dioxide that is going to get sequestered? That is 170,000 per year. So this is the environmental benefit we are getting out of this plant. So this is the last slide of my presentation. So to the left, you can see this is a picture from Nagaland when we visited to some fields. They were burning that bamboo hill because they were not having any income source or where they can sell their bamboo. But with the biorefinery, to the right you can see this is a commercial scale energy farming that is being done by small scale farmer. This land area is 5 biga. So ultimately you can say this with the biorefinery we are able to conserve the thriving bamboo forest, rewilding those destroyed forests, decarbonize and also empower. So with this I am